All right, people. I don't know. Maybe I forgot to check to see if audio is working. Oh, oh. Let me get. So we went to Wichita Raceway Park this past weekend for the Fall at the Brawl. I think that's the name of it, and pretty good turnout. The aerial shot. Oh boy, I don't know if it's my computer that's lagging. Probably. Not a bad turnout. You had they had Racer Appreciation Day on Saturday. I don't know how much money they gave out. We were just there to have a good time and basically see what the track looked like since they've done all the renovations and everything. It looked really good out there. No Chuck, the 55 won big tire, and the kid won small tire, and that's I couldn't tell you any other of the other ones. There was a race that was at the end that ended it. I'll let Barrett talk about that when he comes on. But it turned out pretty good. Uh, True Street Production has some good shots here. The love was they got that for just getting that thing back together. They got that thing rolling now. I think he got knocked out and by the kid, and that car right there. I think it was West. I think it was from New Mexico, and he was calling out anybody. And then by the end of the night, I think he broke and didn't want to run nobody. But nice car right there. But it was a good weekend. They had that going on. They had the I-29 at the was it the no, not Billy the Kid. Oh, I don't forget his name. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. He wouldn't have won that. Not saying anything bad about him. Yeah, Cody Hoffman won True Street, the Entertainer, and but they had the I-29 deal. Ryan Mitchell won that. I ain't gonna bring Ryan on, just because we got a pretty jam packed show today. I could bring him on, but y'all know the deal. Y'all seen him out here. Yeah, Chase. Yeah, that guy right there. Toby hit it rather than on the head. Chase Kozowski or something like that. He won the I-29 deal, and then they did. Kendall had a race at the US 36 Dragway, and he ended up winning the 28 race there, and he ended up doubling up because he went to a Sunday service to just change everything up and went out to the streets for the next morning and ended up winning out there. Showing that money off. The winners there. And they looked like they were out on some country road out in the sticks, out in the just getting it done out there. They're crop dust or plowing and everything. This right here looked like they were plowing. Kendall looked like he was getting off, and he was using every bit of his lane. Looked like. Oh, there it is. Did you have to Google and paste it? Greg Hall. Did y'all? How come y'all didn't? How come y'all didn't race that Chevy too? I heard y'all are calling out anybody on the property with 28, but they didn't want to. Nobody wanted none. So, well, let's see if we can get Kendall on here first. And they also had the Memphis 10 deal. at Dyersburg, and Love, not the D8, Love won that over Liberty Bell. Uh-oh. What did he say? He came to a trailer and told us, uh-oh. He broke. I kind of figured he might have broke. We'll try to get Kendall on here and Mark. He wanted to have Mark on there as well. We'll try to get them out of the way right now. Not out of the way, but on together. Oh. Hear about his back-to-back wins. He's taking a page out of Ryan Mitchell's book. I wonder if Ryan's won 3 races in a weekend. Yeah, Scott Holloway and Van Burgess. Team SSR right there. Taking the win in the Memphis 10 points. It's a no prep points shootout, something like that. Yeah. All right. Let's see if they both seen it. I think one of them seen it. Yeah, they both seen it. So we'll try to get both of them on here. They had that, and then what else went on? Something else went on. Anyway, here's Kendall. We'll see. We'll get him on there. Uh-oh. Look at that. King of the 28s. You got your own money, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that was from last year.
Oh. Dang. You back-to-back Kings?
We won it once last year. Last year or the year before, I don't remember which.
So you end up putting on an event and then winning it?
Yeah. I don't think I'm supposed to do that, but yeah.
Wow. And you doubled up too.
Yes, we did. That was a long, wore out weekend. I didn't think been wanting to do that forever. You see guys like Joey and Ryan do it, and you can. It's just you got to get all your cards right and get everything in the right shape and be able to make it happen.
Was you? How tired was you?
I was beat. I think I wasn't seeing things very well whenever I got home, and they was Justin and Michael and Tyler. They was laughing at me trying to back the trailer in because I have to back the trailer all the way down my street into my driveway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and my driveway is kind of on a corner, and they was laughing at me. Normally, I don't have any issues, but they was laughing at me last night.
Well, back in the days when I was tired, backing in a trailer, man, that's hard, especially when you're seeing things.
Yeah, well, anymore it's like my depth perception is not like it used to be. I might think something is like 10 feet away, and next thing you know, you run into it.
Yeah.
Mark didn't know if he'd be able to be free or not. He was working an accident. He runs a tow service, and he was helping one of them guys. So
Yeah, I sent it to him. He's seen it, but like I said, he might be busy right now. I know about that loading cars up stuff.
yeah,
Sometimes it can be not fun.
yeah.
So,
For sure.
how many cars did you have at the track?
The track event we had 23, I think it was.
Pretty good turnout.
Small tire cars, some 28s. Yeah, what a bad turnout. Some fast cars. I think we might have got lucky. I don't know, but I mean, it was a lot of good racing. That was probably the best US 36 has been lane to lane ever. and probably the best it's been. Period. I mean, there really didn't come down to lane choice at the end. Both lanes was really good. Um, and like I said, it was decent surface. Probably one of the better surface Mike Franks has given us.
So, how long did it go smooth? Do you have anybody didn't nobody mess up or anything?
No, I mean he was fairly smooth. Um, just had one little instance where Ryan went red, or a tree dropped on him, went red. It was rocking in the beams and it flickered the bulb on and off 4 times or so, and um, I don't
Timed him
know.
out.
Yeah, so that was about the worst of it, I think. Other than that, it was fairly smooth. It was a lot more packed than we thought it would be.
That's not a
I
bad
mean,
thing.
they had people. They had people all the way out on 36 highway for over an hour in line trying to get in.
Hell yeah.
The highway patrol was trying to help them guide people in, and all the rain they've had, he hadn't been able to mow the upper field where he could have parked more people and he could have had 4 lanes of traffic going in instead of one, and that would have made it a whole lot better. But the track really needed that. Our local track, it needed that. It was hurting, and they made some money that night, and that's really good for them.
Good deal. Good deal. So, talk about this Sunday service here?
That was a fun event. Yep.
What about
Yeah, that was
this?
fun.
What about that?
Um, the road wasn't very good. It was a little slick, and I was thinking maybe the dirt might have a little bit more traction to it, so I figured I might try it.
Did it work
Um,
out?
I mean, I didn't have to lift, and I got in front of him.
Did you go to that road? Did you go to match race up there at Mississippi?
Mississippi, yep,
Did this
yep,
basically the same deal?
yeah, pretty
Same
much,
type.
yeah, yep,
I mean, it looks like it from that picture. I mean, other than I mean, it looks like the same wide
pretty
road,
close.
same pretty close. I mean,
Yeah, no light poles, no culverts. So I mean, it was fairly. Other than the fields had some water in them, you'd be stuck if you got off in there. But other than that, it was. I thought not a lot of obstacles to run into, and they it didn't. It was hard to do a burnout on actually. Where Mississippi we could, but for some reason that road it would like suck the prep right into it.
it was
And
it was it was probably rocky then, or I mean, the
yeah,
rocks were on top.
yep. And if you stood behind the car and when a burnout was happening, I mean, it felt like you was getting blasted. I mean, like sand blasted. It was bad.
Yeah, I think that one in Mississippi was more. It's more road. They rolled the rocks into the asphalt or to the
Yeah,
tar more
yeah. I
than
think it
that.
had bigger. I think Mississippi had a little bit bigger rocks.
Yeah.
Some of them, but
Oh, so and that was put on by Mike and them.
no, Josh Arl.
Josh.
Mike was there, and a couple of the others watching and kind of helping, but Josh Arl put that on and um, found out about it a little while back, and we just couldn't commit. And then finally Friday, I messaged him, and there was a couple spots open. And I said, "Well, Mark wants to come with me," so we committed on Friday and run down there. And we got home from the track Sunday morning at 5. I went to bed. I got up at 8, filled a couple of nitrous bottles, pumped a little bit of fuel, and left by 8:30 to get to the meet spot by noon. And then we started racing like 2:30, and it was over with at like 6,
Wow.
maybe a little bit earlier, maybe even earlier. I don't know. It wasn't real late, wasn't real long. There's 24 cars, I think it was,
Wow. Yeah. Good deal.
and it was smooth. I mean, it was just they like staged the next pair, and they had people at the other end that was blocking the road for security and everything, and they would help you get turned around so you wouldn't run off the road trying to get your car turned around, and get you back as quick as possible so they get the next pair going. I mean, it was
So y'all
smooth.
so y'all ran and then turned around and went straight back.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
I got you. I got you. Well, good deal.
I mean, it
What's
was a really smooth event.
I got you. What you got going on next?
I don't know. We was really wanting to go to Harshorn next weekend. Um, there's a slim chance we might, but the trailer needs some maintenance, the truck needs some maintenance, and the car needs some maintenance. So I don't know if I can get all of that done and the jobs I got going on this week in the shop. So
Yeah, I imagine it's going to be pretty packed there this
yeah,
coming weekend.
I
Is
would say
what I've been
so.
told.
Yeah, I'll bet. So I think everybody's sick of staying at home, all this virus crap and everything.
Yeah. I don't blame them.
I think
At
everybody's
least,
had enough, and there's no other sports going on. So I mean, they don't have a whole lot else to do.
well, that's the good thing about going on right now is racing, and people get out and see it instead of just watch it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Get to smell the smoke and see stuff versus just eyeballing it. Uh-oh. You don't want to miss it, buddy.
I'm sure I don't. I'm sure I don't. I wanted to go last year and couldn't make it, and so I circled it on the calendar for this year, and I don't know. It's just timing things. I got to take care of business at the shop. It's like I got one here. I'm trying to get finished up for Casey Max to take him tomorrow, and I know his customers waiting and been very patient, and I got to get that done. So,
All right. Well, do you want to name your sponsors?
kind of got to take care of business first.
Yeah.
So,
You
yeah.
want name?
I mean, first I definitely wouldn't have been able to do it without Justin. Um, Skinny's he's done very good, and we've learned a lot from each other and worked so well together. And he can, when it comes to the electronics and tuning and reading the data and everything like that, man, that guy's great. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody better, really. Um, but Skinny's Camp Racing, Skinny Sauce, Hughes Performance. That's two back-to-back wins with their converter in the car. We're getting really, really close on what I want, and I mean it's close enough now. The car actually does what it should, but I think it could be a little faster. Um, Talked with Pete this morning a little bit about it. So, but Hughes, Jane, and Granite, I couldn't do all this without his help and support. Um, the Jackson County Tow Service. Um, that's tow service Mark Booz actually works for. They help him out on fuel and on the to get there, on his tow rig fuel a little bit. They help me out a little bit here and there. And Hook and Chassis Race Cars. Rodney is a local guy up here that does a lot of fab work. Really nice job. Induction Solutions, IRD Carburetors, Hunter Lawn Care and Tree Service, Racer Outlet. About all them people, they really help me one way or another. If it's just time and a little bit of work or whatever, but they support me and make it to where I can do it because it's not cheap and it's not easy, especially with a nitrous car.
Yeah, people don't realize how much is involved in this stuff too. That oh, the girl dog trying to get up here. My puppy. People don't understand how much stuff's involved in time and money, and what do you figure it costs you just to make a pass?
Um, I don't know, just to make a pass, one pass. I mean, if you count like wear and tear items and everything,
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
if you start counting all that stuff, hell, I would say you'd get to $100 pass pretty quick, pretty damn
yeah.
quick. We made what did we make this weekend? 6 and thank you, Heath. I think we made a total of like 12 passes this weekend. So I mean, if that's $1,200 there, just in that, you ain't bought no gas for a tow rig, food, or anything else, or speeding tickets if you get one of those.
You didn't get one, did you?
I didn't get one.
You probably too
But
tired to drive. You're probably too tired to drive fast, wouldn't you?
I was too tired on the way back to drive fast. That's for sure. it was
Come on,
rough.
dog.
Gets
Come on,
harder
dog.
as you get older.
Well, I'm telling you, that's why I got that car now that whenever we drive, it drives itself until you hit an exit, then it takes an exit. It ain't no good. Well,
Wow.
I ain't gonna keep you. Congrats on your wins. And I said
I
wins
appreciate it.
with an S. Multiple
Yeah.
wins.
Yeah. Very, very excited. I know Mark Booz was very excited. And, he's been, there he is there, the crazy fucker. He's a hoot. He's a hoot. So a kid was down there and he was asking guys to sign his shirt, racers, to sign his shirt for him, which I enjoy and I love. I love the younger people that are into it. And heck, he asked Mark to do it, he was you see Mark's eyes light up, and I think his head got so big, I don't think he was going to be able to get in the truck.
Oh, is that true, Mark? Oh, he ain't gonna answer now. He's probably got all that information swinging around in that head right now.
Probably.
Well,
Yeah.
all right.
Well, I
Thanks for coming
appreciate it,
on and
man. Thanks.
congrats on your wins.
Yeah, thanks for everything you do, and thanks for Speed Obsessed. Speed Obsessed and 1320 was there, and they got some killer shots. I can't wait to see that stuff come out.
Yeah.
So that'll be
All
awesome.
right.
Hopefully we can see it this weekend, but you never know.
There you go. Appreciate it. Congrats on your
Thank you,
wins.
man.
All
Thank you.
right.
Have a good one.
You
Bye.
too. Bye. Oh, that is from this past weekend. Your winner 2 times, Mr. Black Bitch Racing. Y'all go like it. It's 1-3 LACK 1-3 ITCH Racing. Y'all go give that page a like. That's the here. I'll show you the Black Bitch again. That's Black Bitch with some money on her back, and there it is on the right, or actually it's on your left. It's my left, but it's probably your right. Well, we'll go ahead and fast forward to this coming weekend, which Heath and I will be at. Stimulate the Streets this weekend, as Mark was Kendall was talking about. H-Town, Hartshorn, Oklahoma. That's Hartshorn. Not some people think it's Hawthorne, but it's Hartshorn. We'll get Mike on here, talk about what's going to happen. Post Shop Production. Yep. I'm sure they were out there at this past weekend. Dakota, I got to buy a bag of Fritos to a guy that works at Frito-Lay. Hopefully I get it at his cost. So yeah, I had Dakota over Kyle when they had Love on Love Crime, and it was a good race, but Kyle edged him out. Anyway, here we go. What's going on?
What's up, everybody? What's good, brother?
Ah, living the dream, doing the deal.
Oh, same here, man. Same here. Just getting ready down here in Hartshorn. And actually moving a few barriers around. So you caught us actually out here on the street. So,
Oh yeah,
oh yeah,
still looks same. Still looks
it
same.
still
I
looks
bet.
the same. Let's see if I can get it to flip around here. Let's see.
Still look
Ooh.
pretty. You might
Oh
have to
yeah,
just
still
face.
pretty. Here we go. There
Yeah,
it is.
it's still pretty.
Everybody that ain't seen it. It's gonna be pretty wild, man. I've got my phone has done nothing but blow up for this whole event.
What
Pretty
kind
much the
of events for the people that don't know? I'm sure you got small tire, big tire.
Yeah, we've got small tire, which is going to be huge. There's actually a group of guys coming out of Florida. There's guys coming off the pad in Louisiana. There's guys coming from all over for small tire. There's a bunch of guys coming for big tire. Some pretty big names that are coming out. Mustang Mike, he's going to do something real cool for the kids. I'm not going to tell what it is till they get here, but if you got kids, they need to be here. It's going to be something really cool that they're going to do. And we've got our tailgate class, and we've got our daily driver and true street, and all the rules are posted on our events tab on our H-Town Throwdown page. So
there you go. What time? What time's the festivities start?
well, we'll start bringing, some of the racers that live out of town. They're actually going to come in on Friday night and probably camp out in their toter homes and everything else. And then other people start rolling in Friday morning or Saturday morning, and we'll actually have our registration booth open at around 10 o'clock that morning. So for all the racers, start coming as soon as you get here. Before you even unload, please come to registration so the girls can get all your information, get your buy-in, so we're not chasing you at last minute. And then we're going to cut that off at about 2 o'clock, and then right down here at that Dixie liquor sign or Shiloh liquor sign, we're going to start our True Street cruise at 2:15, and then we're going to start doing our open ceremony at around 3:30, and we're going to kick racing off right after that. So we'll have a chip draw right before that, and we're going to have chip draw right down there on that corner at that stop sign every single time. So that's kind of the layout of the event.
There you go. So basically the same as it's always been. But some of the guys have never been there before, so that'll give them an idea what's going on.
Yeah, and there's a lot of new faces coming, so it's pretty exciting. One group they said they booked almost every room in the Holiday Inn.
Oh boy,
so that's pretty exciting. Danny Ray Williams and his group that's coming up, Mr. Glenn Reeves, and so it's pretty exciting when they didn't even know what was going on in McAllister.
Yeah, Glenn's a good guy. I've known him for a good. That his car will surprise you.
Oh yeah,
especially
people.
Especially you as a flagger. I'm just saying you're going to get to see probably the bottom side of his car.
Oh, speaking of that, last time I seen the bottom of a car, I'll show y'all something. We was out here moving barriers and picking stuff up. Where's my man Jason Rank at?
Oh boy. Oh, he probably needs that.
Found some Kiki.
Found some Kiki out there.
But yeah, it's going to be wild.
So, what time can spectators show up?
Spectators are going to show up around 1:30. We'll have the gates open for them, and they're free to roam through the pits. That's been one of the questions I've got is, do I have to have a pit pass? No, you don't. Every ticket here is a pit pass. This event is all about the community. It's all about coming back together, having fun. So every ticket is a pit pass. You can go out and talk to your racers, go by, see what their cars look like, take pictures with some of your favorite racers. Some of the guys that's been on TV, some of the guys you've seen on YouTube and Facebook. All of them are here for the kids and here for their fans, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah. So I don't know what time Heath and I will be there, but we'll try to be there a little earlier than we were last time. Like, I don't know. Last time I think we rolled up just as the kids had their Power Wheels race. So, but
we're gonna save that one for October.
Yeah, Heath had to work that day, so that's why we were late. So I'm blaming it on Heath. So that's how it is. It's always Heath's fault, whether he likes it or not. Anything else? Anything else you got to tell us?
Man, it's just going to be a good time. Everybody down here is excited about it. I think everybody in the nation is excited about it. I've had people reach all the way out from Florida, all the way far north as Iowa. The Mutt's talking like he might come down if he can get some stuff taken care of. So we've got coverage from all over the Midwest, all over the East. I mean, there's cars coming from Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana. This isn't just a hometown show anymore. It's gotten big, and it's going to be big. All the paybacks are 100%, 80-20 split unless the drivers agree to something else. We're simple rules here. It's going to be, one burnout only, pour your own puddle, no hop. That's $10 to get in. Kids 10 under are free, Mr. Monroe. And tire cracks a jump. Cross is a loss. First is worst. I mean, we're pretty simple.
Just like we do it on real streets here.
Just like real street. And that's the cool thing about this event is it's as close to an illegal street race as you're going to get that people can actually come to and not have to worry about being ran off, not have to worry about jumping spots 4 or 5 times. The city gives us a street here as long as we possibly need it. So if we have to go early into the morning Sunday, we will. So it's just a good time for the whole city, everybody that's involved. So. And we've actually had a lot of people step up too to recognize a few sponsors and stuff that we have. Patriot, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and McAllister, they've been with us since day one. They've always supported it. And, we definitely appreciate you guys. Sam Waltner, he come on board. and he's supporting also. He's got a Ford dealership in McAllister. I know you are, Matt. It's coming, brother. Driven Speed and Performance. I don't know if y'all know who Scandalous is. Mr. Dustin Harrell. He's got the little Trailblazer SS, fastest one in the world. He's going to be here on the property. He's one of our sponsors. Pollination Cultivation, man. I can't thank these guys enough. They actually own this building right here. I think I hear Jason fixing to walk out. But they're letting us use this property here to park all our cars. Here he's coming. I'll introduce him so y'all can kind of get to meet him. Let's see. Culbert's Towing. Man, Tim and I have been friends for a long time down here in Hartshorn. He runs our record service. If anybody gets in a bind, he comes out and helps us out. A&A Tank, they're going to allow people to park vehicles over there in that area. So inside that fence, you can back up to the fence and kind of watch the show. Eagle Oil Portable Toilets, they're going to bring some Porta-Johns out for us. Southeastern Gutters and Insulation, Mr. Roy Allen. He has always been with us, always supporting, drives Papa's toy, little black Camaro. So it's going to be on point. He's got a new engine combination he's bringing out. And we got Dip Devices. They came on. They're one of Jason Adams' buddies. He brought them in. Yates Pest Control. They're coming out, helping us sponsor Outlaw Towing in McAllister. They're coming. Mr. Jesse's coming out here with us. Lee Auto. That's Chan Lee in McAllister. He's sponsored. He'll hopefully have his truck back together as the last 10. Then Bobby Cox for sheriff. He's coming out, one of the sheriff candidates in Pittsburgh County. We appreciate you. You know, it's pretty cool when a guy running for sheriff comes out and supports what you do on the streets. I think that's awesome. Then we got Hot Shot Secret. They donated a whole bunch of hand sanitizer to us to keep people's hands clean, you know, because of the whole thing that's going on around the world that people's already forgot about. And then Complete Services, Kobe Hayes, he's coming out. He's donated some more Porta-Johns and some light plants. Graco Oilfield Services doing light plants as well. Prior Sand Company and also Twin Cities. They're the ones that provided all these barriers to keep us safe. And that's about it. That's a long list of people to remember. And then we're also going to have, I got some friends that are in the combat vets that ride motorcycles around. They're going to be out here, you know, if anybody has any questions about what they do or any veterans that need any help, they'll be here to answer any of your questions. So it's kind of cool. They're coming out, riding their bikes out. They're going to have a little booth set up. So it's going to be just a good time. Let me introduce Mr. Jason here. He is,
what's up, Lippy?
What's up, brother?
He is super excited about this whole event.
I can't wait. It's been awesome. Super excited to be a part of it. Glad to be a sponsor, man. I can't wait to see this stuff running, man.
So he owns that business, Pollination Cultivation. It's going to be a good time. Everybody's be respectful of his property and everything like that, which we'd never have a problem with. Get you in there.
No, I fully support the races, man. I want to see this thing continue to go and just get bigger every time.
Yeah.
So
good deal.
We definitely appreciate you.
Yeah.
But that's kind of it down here, man. I know you got a lot to get on your show, and we're just all super excited about it.
Yeah, we will see you this weekend.
All right, brother.
Hopefully we'll be there pretty early for lunch, hopefully.
Well, cool deal. Well, I'll get a hold of you between now and then. We'll get everything else lined out. So,
all right.
But it'll be fun, man. Hope everybody shows up, and hopefully they got the race cars lined out because it's going to be wild. Well, we actually scraped the first 60 foot, too. So that's going to make things a little more interesting. Yeah, there it is. We got all we could up.
And believe me, just coming from somebody that's actually went out there with some burners and some shovels and that's some work right there. That's some work. That is some work right there.
So yep, going to be a party, man. Hope everybody can make it. And if you're not going to make it, you know, tune in, watch the show on Facebook or whatever you got. So a lot of media is going to be covering this event. I think we got 10 different groups actually coming in. So
all right.
Wow.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, and we'll see you Saturday.
Maybe
even Friday night. Maybe even Friday night. I don't know yet, but we don't know.
If you come in Friday night, we'll all be down here. I think Jason's actually going to have a bonfire in the back. Kind of have all the racers kind of hang out, sit around, kick it. Everybody get to know each other, and just make it even more fun. So,
all right, we'll get with Heath and we'll see what's going on. But we'll definitely see you this weekend.
All right, sir. See you then.
All right, later. That's H-Town Throwdown. Stimulate the Street. If y'all are looking for the page, what's that? Yep, that's true. Let me go ahead and message this guy right here. I sent Jason Flores a message. He said he might. Project X Productions. They're the ones that. Yes, Chris. He came on first. I kind of these business guys, the business owners and stuff. I know that most of them still, they have 8 to 5 jobs, but when you're running a business and you're getting stuff done, you've got to you work extra hours. So I know get them on and get them out of the way so they can get back to doing what they're doing because I know their 8 to 5 jobs don't stop at 5. So where was Dakota at? Oh no. Mike, the guy was just on, will be flagging this weekend. Heath will be on the finish line as always. And here it is right here.
Oh,
What's
see,
up,
we are
Sugar
not.
Britches?
We are not the shit. I could forget.
Yeah, everybody
We are
thought
not the same person.
we're not the same person unless you're in the other room and we're just got it. I don't know. Anyway,
How's my twin doing?
he's all right. He's doing good. How's he doing?
He good.
He all right. So it was oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Got an Amber Alert. And a flash flood apparently. And a flash flood.
They're
But
sending
anyway,
out the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So this weekend went well, didn't it?
Yeah, it was. I mean, all things considered, whenever you're, going into the finals at 8:30, 9 o'clock, like, what do we do now, boys? I mean, that's always a good thing.
But it looked like it went off without a hitch, no problem. Had a bunch of classes and.
Oh yeah, and it's not like it wasn't for a lack of cars or anything. I mean, there's a shit ton of cars out there.
Yeah, but it just went smooth. It wasn't nobody got loose, got in the wall or anything. They had the junior dragsters. They had supposedly there was a junior dragster that
Friday
crashed,
night. Friday night, had a little crash 'em up derby, but had the junior crash. This real nice Studebaker, he crashed. John Michael Stevens, he did a little butt slap into the wall, and things happen. But man, the circle track there was running and kicking up all kinds of stuff. So we had to wait for them to be done, and then we got started. So
yeah, when we found out that because Heath was planning on coming up and running his Volkswagen, his souped up Volkswagen in the daily driver class or wherever they call it, and he didn't get off late, so he just figured it was when we found out y'all didn't start till like 1.
He's like, well,
we could have made it.
Yeah, fuck, man. Friday, going to bed at 5 o'clock. God damn it, I should have just kept this thing going. 5 o'clock Saturday morning made for a rough Saturday, but that's what we're used to. So
yeah. Oh, I'm hearing something. But we'll go ahead and get to the best part of the night. If anybody has not seen it,
who has the video?
Christy Zimmerman. She went live. She was live during it, and she tagged me. But I think it's you look at her name, right? So she tagged me in it, so it might be on my page too on Chris Collins. But
I'll check it. I'll check it out.
Man,
I just hope I didn't get Aaron in trouble or anything. It was just kind of one of those deals that you got like, hey man, I'm foot racing. I'm like, I bet you drink a beer, and then it was like, let's drink 6. Okay.
For anybody that don't know what happened, Barrett put out. They had 6 beers starting at the start line. They had to down 3 beers and then run to the 330, touch the 330, and then run back and finish the 3 beers.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be for like 100. Thanks for spotting me. Oh man, my hands is dirty.
No
didn't wipe too well, I guess.
Oh boy, that's all right.
Yeah.
Tastes better.
Yeah. It was about like $120 or something, that they was racing for. So,
And that guy in
wasn't
the
no
right
chump
lane,
change.
man, on the way down, he was using every bit of his lane.
Yeah,
I
he
don't know if
was
he was having suspension
freaking
problems, which
toasty.
he had suspension problems on the way back because I think he
Yeah,
busted the
he blew
shock
a
or
shock
something.
out.
Yeah, because he went down. But he
And
got
then
back
got
up and
up.
recovered. He recovered.
Yeah, and then so there was some questionable beer consumption practices there in the left lane. So,
Yeah, they
I
were
just figured that
shotgun. They were
he was
shotgunning
he was shotgunning them, and they was going everywhere. So everywhere but his mouth. Like
But
he sat down and was like ready to fire up a cigarette and like chill for a little bit.
I said, it was funny when he was the guy in the right lane. After his second beer, we thought he was gonna throw up.
That was
Turn
before
around
you
and
even
get him
got started.
turn around on the other side of the wall over there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I figured somebody's either gonna puke or crash and burn, or maybe at the same time. And
we had a little bit, almost all that in the right
yeah,
lane.
yeah. I think we need to find like a park or like some grass or something to get the old wheel out there, and I think we need to have a cash days.
Yeah, a shootout. Can you imagine
Yeah.
how many beer if you do 3, 6? If you do like a 3, oh come on, girl. Come
Yeah,
on.
we're gonna have to ask the
Come on,
missuses.
girl. Come on, girl.
Which one's
How
this
much?
one?
How much? No, that's the old girl. That's the old
Oh.
one. Go ahead, lay down. She gets a little nervous when I guess there's storms or something
Oh yeah.
blowing in, so she gets nervous. This is my weather maid right here. So
Yeah, our Basset Hound, she was like, "Boo,"
yeah,
I was like, oh shit, here comes the storm.
and it ain't gotta be anywhere. It could be like 50 miles from the house, and she's letting me know that it's getting close. But can you imagine if you have like a shootout?
Oh
With
yeah.
team, or maybe even relays, like I told you, maybe do like a relay, get some teams with a relay.
I think we have to do something. We either I think we have a couple different classes. Definitely gonna have the big boy class.
You got
I say like
big boy and small boy. That'd be
yeah,
equivalent to small tire and big tire.
yeah, 300, 350 and up for big boy, and then
I don't know if
whatever.
big boys could run 330 feet and back.
Let's make it happen. Pace yourself, dog.
How can you
make
pace
it.
yourself when you're down in 3 beers and then running and then coming back?
That's the best part about it.
But
Could
I
you
was
imagine
asking you because I was asking you. I said, "Is there any steps on anything if you puke or you out?" And he goes, "Nope, no. It's whatever you got to do to get them down and to get down there and get them back and get them down again."
So I think if this was a real deal, I think there's got to be it's got to be timed. And then if you're spilling beer all over the place, like you're getting some time added. But could you imagine, like if the cops rolled up and instead of being like cops and trying to run, they're like, "Yeah, boys, do it." Like, well, you see what happened was.
He said, "Weight and age classes."
Yeah. So Mike Pina, he was talking a little bit of shit. He's trying to get me to lock in and everything, and he's like, "Oh, you're lighter than me and everything else." I was like, "Look, bro, we both rated versus the world. I'm big block nitrous, and you big block twin turbo. Like, that's just what it is."
Oh.
But yeah, that was the greatest. I mean, and it's stuff like that I can't remember what we were. I think we weren't even really doing anything like the flashlight deal. They just got with like, hey, let's try to give the fans that are still here like something else for their money. Let's just the whole thing was the entire weekend was showing the new Wichita Raceway. And you've done some stuff up there. Some of the was it Flashlight After Dark or what's it called?
Yeah, Park After Dark.
Yeah, Park After Dark. So trying to, work with the bracket program and keep those guys good, but then also offer something for, the street guys, and some heads up people and some everything, because it's a nice facility, and it's not that far from Dallas Fort Worth. And that's the deal. They got stands and they're working on concession stands. I mean, and it's, there's a lot of work and money and sweat equity and stuff that they're putting into it that it's going to take a while to see the dividends, return, but they're all about it. They're full steam ahead.
And for us guys that live north of Fort Worth, that's actually just as close to us going there than all the way to XRP.
Yeah, XRP is an hour and 1 minute, an hour to XRP from my house, and it's an hour and 20 to Wichita Falls.
Yeah. So, I mean,
it's all about options.
Depends on which way you want to go. Yep.
Yeah. We're pretty fortunate in the DFW area to have so many tracks within. You can go to Thunder Valley, Lufkin, HMP, Odessa. There are so many tracks that really aren't that, bad. Some people have to drive 3 hours just to go to one racetrack.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, it's banging, baby.
Hey, mine's only about 5 months old, so.
Yeah, this is a couple years, and it actually looks really good because I just washed it because I left my beard wash at the house. So had some cold RV showers. The water heater didn't work in the RV, so it was a little chilly. Yeah,
has some major shrinkage going on, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I don't need any help as it is, but
I hear you there.
Yeah.
So, if people don't know, you and your wife, your better half, run. You have Big Hat Mafia.
Big Hat Mafia. Yes, that is our deal. We got a couple other different things. We were doing the corporate deal, and then now we said peace, and we're doing our own thing. We've got the Big Hat Mafia, have her boutique. Marissa came out and shopped, and we drank some margaritas and stuff. And then we also have Green's Custom Works, which does other. Oh yeah, you didn't partake. It's just about just doing a couple different things. But for racing and stuff, and bringing out merchandise and everything else, Big Hat Mafia is us, and we try to stand out from the crowd and not do the same thing that everybody else does, and we just go out and have a good time.
And that's what it's all about. People don't understand that. You gotta have fun, especially now in this day and age that we live in. You gotta have fun.
Oh yeah. I mean, and it was it was awesome to see. I'm not the type of person to be like from a vendor standpoint. Oh, there's too many vendors. You know what I mean? It was cool to see Jeanette there and Tim with Road Train and stuff and Monkey Shine, and it's always good for me to see because as a vendor, it's an investment in the event. If you're a promoter and I'm like, hey, I want to come set up at your race, me as a vendor, that's an investment in you saying, hey, I really think it's going to be worth my time to come out there and have a good time and make some money and put some food on the table.
Yeah, and this picture here shows that pretty big, pretty packed house.
Mm-hmm. And that's like 3:00 in the afternoon. Like racing I don't even think it just started, if at all.
Yeah, there ain't nothing ain't nothing lined up in the pits or anything. That's pretty good shot there.
And some people might see that and kind of scoff, but they don't understand. That's busy, in Wichita Falls, like that is busy.
Yeah, that's like after Vernon style.
Oh yeah, and it really goes to show, my hats off to Matt and Jason and even, Chris and everybody at Wichita, Raceway. You don't have to pay $10 and $15 and $20,000 to get guys. They had $3,000 free entry, which there's sponsors, and then gate and everything else that covers that. They had 25 small tire cars. Like, damn, that's a lot. And that's kind of what Michael and I ran into. When we were doing stuff like, it's cool to have $10,000, but at the same time, like, you have a no-so night with the gate, and it's like, oh boy, you're coming out of the pocket for that.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you pay $5,000 to get just as many, if not more, cars. So
yeah. So you and Michael going to be doing stuff up there?
No, I don't think at Wichita. We got some stuff in the works. I think we're going to probably try to finalize some details and come out with it and try to do 1 or 2 events before the end of the year. The main thing is And the schedule is just so out of control right now. You've got reschedules, and then people like, Summit Motorsports Park, one of the biggest, racetracks in the country, says, hey, we ain't open in 2020.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, there's a No Prep Kings event there. It's one of the stops on Drag Week. It's an NHRA stop. There's a bunch of stuff that ain't happening. So
Yeah.
you kind of think and wonder, like, what does that mean for other racetracks and stuff, and how it goes goes on later on in the year. And it's going to kind of be, interesting. It's hard to really say, hey, let's do a race in October 16th, just some random date or whatever. You don't know what's going to happen between now and October, but at the same time, you can't wait until, September to start promoting and stuff. So,
well, and now just everything is starting to come trickling back online. So
yeah. And then you're going to, what's I think is going to be an issue is you're going to have so much stuff stacked up. You're going to have, your race this week, my race next week, somebody else's the week after that. It's just, people are going to have to choose what to go to. And that's a good and a bad thing.
Yeah. But also then you got, if something weather plays a factor, then you're gonna have, then it's gonna be, oh, you're scheduling on top of my event. But people, this day and age, there's a race every weekend anywhere. And it's
it's
just,
I've never faulted anybody for not coming to something that I put on. Even if it's, hey, if it's in your own backyard, cool, you want to go do, it's your car, do whatever. But don't complain whenever there's, a racetrack closing or there's not something for you. You know what I mean? Like, don't be that guy. It's like, well, there ain't nothing for me to race here. Well, there was a race and you decided to go 6 hours somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah. But some people want that. They want to go see different stuff too. So they want to go see different cars, and they want to go see the beater bombs and the Firebirds.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, they can come here and probably see the Firebird if they catch it right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you never know whenever the thing you're gonna just looking back. Oh, was this a Firebird?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
He did unload here. So. It was definitely. I thought that they might have come down, but it's understandable that that's some of the stuff is a drive. You got a lot going on, and you got to look at, like take the No Prep King schedule for example. They're going to race 4 weeks in a row, and then have a week off, right?
I guess.
Well, that week off is Armageddon. Yeah. So that weekend off is Outlaw Armageddon.
Uh-huh.
So you got to wonder, one, how many guys are going to want to race 5 weeks in a row? If you're local, I'm sure. But then the next weekend, they got to be in Washington.
Oh.
So, it's like leave out on Monday type deal. So
it's like race and then we're leaving out. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So you got to wonder, what's like stuff like that is going to do. And, and it affects everybody from the big teams to the little teams. If you race 2 weeks and then you got, hey, I got a week off, like probably not going to drive 12 hours to a race, in Texas. And again, sometimes it's like, hey, let's just do it.
Yeah.
But that's the good thing about racing and promoters. It's promoters are going to have to kind of stick their neck out there and see what happens, and racetrack owners are going to have to open the gates. And it didn't seem like last weekend, very many people were concerned about, being close. And see, if you want to wear a mask, cool. If you don't, whatever, it's your deal. Like if people are just out, they want to get back in the swing of things. And, you kind of wonder, okay, hey, people are spending money to come out here. They got to buy a hotel. Are they going to have anything left to buy a hat or buy a shirt or something? And people did, they supported all the vendors and the racers. And, did you get any chicken on a stick? Have you ever had it before?
Yeah.
Yeah. They never had to not have a line up there.
Yeah.
So it's like, we're doing good. So.
Yeah. Well, what's next for y'all?
I'm going to be going to the Dirty South, no preparation, Odessa. Just going to go vend out there. So hopefully.
Pinwell?
Yeah. Pinwell Nights. So go see Gary and all them out there. hopefully I get my generator fixed on my motorhome in the meantime. I've got it pulled out today, and the radiator had exploded. So I took it to the Kirby's radiator shop, and the dude was like, "You
Oh
want me
boy.
to fix that?" I was like, "I mean, call me tomorrow, player. Like, let me know what you can do."
And for them at Kirby to say, you know, they've been in business forever. So for
Yeah,
him to say
man.
that, you're like, when he hit that face, you're all like, oh boy.
Yeah, and I
This ain't
forgot to
good.
take a picture of it, but like one of the side tanks was just boom blown out. So I guess it had sprung a leak and then got pretty hot and then just pressurized and oof. So shit happens.
Yeah, but you're still having fun though, enjoying it.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I mean, whenever my bus broke down in the middle of Florida, and we had to, it was about $6,000 to get it back on the road. Like we were fortunate enough that we had it, but we didn't have nothing left after that. But I
Yeah,
wouldn't, be like, oh, you ready to go back to work? I'm like, hell no. Like a daily driver could, crap out and could be that much. Like it's part of it.
yeah. All right.
So I appreciate you, Pippin. Who
Thanks
you
for
got on
coming on,
next?
and thanks for I tried to get Jason on. He hadn't seen it yet, so he might be busy.
Good luck. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I got a couple more people that I can try.
Roll down the list. Yeah, but
But that was epic finish.
yeah, we
To a good
definitely
weekend.
we got to figure something out and just put out a flyer, whether it's a sideshow at a race or something. We got to make something happen.
Oh man, that was. I think more people had fun watching that than they did anything.
Yeah, so Goldie in her 0 to 60 meanness, right? She could hear. She was watching a show and could hear me laughing on the PA, and she was like, "What in the flying fuck are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm in trouble."
Oh boy.
Yeah. So it's good times. Well, like I said, we'll have to come up with something, and I think we could have a good time with it. Just how it goes, like rental car cash days or whatever, like dumb stuff. Like you can have a blast with that. So I think there's a time and a place we could definitely get down and be like, man, can you believe the blah blah blah, race? I'm like, yep, I was there.
Yeah. Oh, where's that dirty South at? I was going to look for a flower.
Look on Gary Gardenhire's page.
Gary Bardenhire.
Yep.
I'm gonna look at a.
Yeah. So are you using OBS?
No.
Oh,
I'm using StreamYard.
I got you. Okay. I'll have to.
It's a platform that I pay for.
Oh, okay.
It's way.
Right as you say, it's better. I think you died.
Okay. No, there we go. It's like 10 times simpler than that
OBS.
and explicit and all that stuff. I mean, it's pretty much just it's easy. I mean, it's so easy that I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, the I just now noticed that it's got comments and everything else. It's kind of cool.
yeah.
Well,
some people don't understand the comments still, but yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, I'll holler at you, Pippin. It's good talking to you, like always.
All right.
We'll be around. See you at the next one.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I'm looking for maybe he has it on this page. Oh boy. Anyway, I was looking for the hell, maybe they got Dirty South. Dirty South. Did he say Dirty South? What did he say? I don't even know. Oh, no, Pinwheel. He said Pinwheel, didn't he? Anyway. Oh. Yes. What page is that on, Andy? Is that on Pinwheel Nights? Give us. How long is this deal? It's 30 seconds long. There we go. I can stream videos. I can stream videos, but it's longer than 30 seconds, so it ain't gonna let me stream the let's try this. And Andy, I was betting on you against the kid, but I was like, well, you got street car versus race car, and you hung in there. Let's see. Mobile uploads. Is this it? There he goes. It says 4 days, but they'll get the hint here. Let me upload that. And I follow y'all out in West Texas, New Mexico, and everything. Y'all go out to the Pinwheel, June 5th and 6th, Odessa, Texas. They're having a shindig out there. 20 Friday, 25 Saturday, $40 weekend pass. There you go. Yeah, it was close. I was betting on you. I lost another bag of Fritos, but I think I'm down 2 bags of Fritos this past weekend. Oh, so I was trying to get Jason on here. So, like I said, we will be in Sallisaw. I mean, not Sallisaw. Oh, yeah, let me get Sallisaw, 10-5 Till I Die, June. What weekend is that? 27th? June 27th. I'm bad with shit. God, I'm bad. Where's the deal at? There we go. June 27th. Look at there. I remember. June 27th. I think I'm not sure if they raised it to 72 cars or not, but it's going to be a show for sure. The weekend before, we will be at Hillsboro, Wisconsin. No limits, no prep. It's at an airstrip. And also, speaking of Wichita Falls, Park After Dark Part 2. There it is right there. There's a date on there. I think it's July 28th. July 11th. July 11th. The date. 75 cars. There you go, 75. So, yeah, get with what do you say? I think that's the deal out in West Texas. Dakota, I don't want to lose no more Fritos. You hear me? I don't want to lose no more Fritos because I'm about Fritoed out. Done lost too many Fritos this weekend. Betting on the underdog. But anyway, that's about it. Appreciate you, boy. Appreciate you. I know you got it. That's why I'm betting on you. I know you got it. That's why I'm betting on you. All right. That's it, people. Have a good night. It didn't go longer than I thought it was. That's why I kind of started 7:30 instead of 7:30-ish. But it didn't go that bad. Congrats on Kendall. Congrats on congrats Ryan Mitchell to win I-29 at the it's not the circle track, it's the road course deal. Congrats to Scott Holloway and the Love. Congrats to Kendall 2 times. And I'm sure I'm missing some people, but I know they did I don't know if they did a shootout in Wichita. They've been doing little shootouts here. Not that kind of shootout, racing shootout in Wichita this past weekend. But we'll see y'all at Hartshorn this weekend. Come by, say hi. Sure, 660 Street. I'll have our tent up there. Just come by and we'll be there hanging out with them guys. Matt, Southern Street Racers will be there. It'll be a good time. See y'all this weekend. Later.